All right, let's talk about the secrets of randomness. You know, how we get the random numbers, or how the random number generator works actually in C++. And so to start with, in the earlier video, I said that you have to include this library, but later on I noticed actually for my compiler it doesn't really require this, so it depends on, I guess, also the version of C++ you have installed. So let's talk about how this C++ built-in random number generator works. You can imagine that basically there's a ribbon of numbers. So there is a ribbon of predetermined numbers. We are not going to talk about how they determine those numbers, but you know how to place the position of those numbers. But just imagine there's a ribbon of numbers, and the values of these numbers are from 0 to the maximum number of random numbers, which is what this constant is talking about. And then also the numbers are evenly distributed. I mean, of course, when they try to simulate a real random number generator, which actually, I don't want to go too far into this. So this is, you can tell this is not a real random number generators. It's like kind of making it looks like one. And so on this ribbon there are all these numbers. They are evenly distributed, means if it's 0 to 10, for example, then that will be the same number of 0, same number of 1, same number of 2, same number of all of them until 10. Here, so of course it goes up to random number max. So that's what is called evenly distributed. Then it needs a seed to make things happen. So you have to call this function predefined function. That's what, the chapter 1 or section 1 was about, right? So sran is a predefined function. This function is available for you to use. That's why it's called the predefined. So to call this sran, you have to give it a number. This number acts as a seed. What it does is, once sran got this number, it will use this number to calculate a position on the ribbon as a starting point. So it means that the seed will actually give a definite number. What I mean is that there must be a formula that they use. You give them a seed, and then they use that seed to calculate out a certain number. So if you give them a 10, every time the calculation will come out as, for example, the 100th position on the ribbon. So that's how sran work. Then after you initialize this generator with sran, you have to use the ran function to get your first number. So like I said, now you called sran, so the first position, the position A in the ribbon is decided. Like, let's say, follow with our last example, the 100th number. So then when you call sran, it will give you the 100th number on the ribbon. And then the second time you call it, it will give you the 101th number. So let me repeat myself. Try to see if using some graphics will help you gauge this a little bit better. I'm going to also show you my artistic skills. So let's draw a ribbon. And this ribbon will have just a few numbers to represent what we are trying to talk about. Let's say we put like something like that, 5, 52, 41, 6. Okay, let's say these are the numbers in the ribbon. And then we call sran and give it a seed. Okay, then it will evaluate to a number, and that number can be used to point to the first number that or the position basically. So let's say evaluate to 64. And then let's say this is the 64th position in the ribbon. Okay, this is a position number. And so when we call ran to get the first random number, it will then take 52. It will give you 52 because that's the first number that's already presetted by the SRAN, telling it, okay, the first number has to be at the 64th position. And then if you call out like ran again, it will then give you the next number, which is 41. I do it again, it will then give you the number 6. So that's how this random number generator works. So time zero is a very important concept because, as you see in my examples, I use time zero to get the seed to put into SRAN to produce the first position that the generator will use to get the first random number. So what is time zero? And it's kind of tradition that we use that because people think that that's more random than other things. Anyways, so time zero returns the current time in seconds. Remember, it's in seconds, not milliseconds, not nanoseconds. It's in seconds since January 1st, 1970. So my question to you is, what will happen if you call SRAN twice very fast? Well, would the position change? Like, would the first number actually changed? And why am I asking you this question, right? Obviously, it's related to something. So, the deepest secret of it all is that the C++ built-in random number generator actually is not truly random. It is only pseudo-random. It pretends to be random, but it's not actually random. So that's what I want to add to this set of lectures, because you need to know this for your homework. I guess I will give you this secret too. So hope you enjoy all these videos, and then remember to talk to me if you have questions. This is week number 4. If you have been struggling, you better come to talk to me, because it's much easier for me to help you unstuck face to face. So that's the hint I have for you. Have fun with this new homework assignment and this week's material, and remember to come talk to me if you have questions. Okay, talk to you guys soon.